Welcome back, Seahawks, to another edition of Seahawk Central News, your source for the latest in local news and entertainment. I'm Anna Phillips.
And I'm Suzuki. This week we take a look at a new advocacy group coming to the Port City, as well as a local film making its New York debut.
We will also be discussing the Rock for the Cure fundraiser and a boom in tourism for South Korea. Stay tuned because Seahawk Central News starts right now. A new gang investigative unit is on its way to Wilmington after the City Council approved funding last week. Last Monday, the Wilmington Police Chief and New Hanover County Sheriff announced they would be creating a 64-person task force to increase patrols. With approval for over $142,000, the police department is hiring 10 more people and increasing pay for some. The police chief says that the good officers leave Wilmington because they can make more money at other places. These funds will help to pay them fairly and competitively, hopefully keeping them here.
New Hanover County is proving itself to be a community that is moving forward with the times by embracing its recent increase in both elderly residents and couples who are in same-sex marriages. Specifically, both of these groups are being addressed by the Frank Harr Foundation's September launching of a local Wilmington affiliate of a national foundation called SAGE. SAGE, which stands for Services and Advocacy for Gay, Lesbian, Bisexual, and Transgender Elders, aims to provide a network in the Cape Fear region to raise awareness and gather resources for the benefit of aiding the elderly who fit SAGE's target group. SAGE was initially formed due to the concerns that surround the special circumstances of elderly lesbian and gay seniors who may not have a support system of children to care for them as they age. SAGE intends to provide alternatives to these elders having to suffer from living alone or being prematurely institutionalized by offering local businesses and community centers the training services needed to help them make a more comfortable and open environment for LGBT elders.
This past weekend, the Communication Studies Society sponsored the 7th annual Rock for the Cure concert benefiting the Pink Ribbon Project. Our Caitlin Dula has more on the story. Caitlin?
Thanks, Anna. I'm here at the Real Cafe to bring you all the action from Com Studies Society's annual Rock for the Cure. Rock for the Cure benefits the Pink Ribbon Fund of New Hanover County, and the Com Studies' very own The Schoolboys are here performing. So let's head on over and check out all the action.
We've actually been planning this since June when Professor Chin approached us. We started out going around the community and getting sponsors, and we assembled auction and raffle lists, and started planning a room layout and how we're going to get people out. We've been writing press releases, and it's just been a lot of fun to promote the event. It's an independent study of her and me and two other co-coordinators who are announcing the raffle right now. All of the money goes towards the New Hanover Regional Medical Center's Foundation Pink Ribbon Project, and that goes to helping uninsured women get mammograms and comfort bags when they do go through chemotherapy. It's just different things that help keep their spirits up and give them hope.
Congratulations to the Com Studies Society for putting on this fabulous event. It was a great turnout. If you didn't make it out this year, be sure to check things out next year. We want to say thank you as well to the Real Cafe for hosting this event. But back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Caitlin. The UNCW Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship has been helping out local businesses. Last Thursday, the center hosted a free workshop where business leaders could come and learn how to apply for or improve on their applications for small business innovative research federal grants. The SBIR grants provide funding for continued research on a business's idea, eventually turning it into a commercial product. According to the center's director, simply having an SBIR grant when it comes time to pitch your idea to potential investors takes chances of success from less than 1% to just over 12%. So they are very, very worth applying for.
A panel was recently held between various North Carolina political figures and a group of teachers from Murray Middle School who tackled their concern over the state of North Carolina education. The 2-hour panel discussion included the new Common Core curriculum, pre-kindergarten programs, and vouchers for private school tuition, with the issue of teacher pay being at the forefront of the debates. Teachers inquired about a recent change made by the NC General Assembly that would alter how high-performing teachers would be rewarded. In this alteration, the upper 25% of teaching staff may be rewarded with $5,000 bonuses if they agreed to trade in their tenure for 4-year contracts. Politicians and the teachers representing Murray Middle had different ideas on how to manage this contract, with Murray wanting to be exempt from its offering and the various politicians disagreeing on who should be selected to be eligible for the contracts.
A local movie is making its big debut this week at the New York City Independent Film Festival. The movie is called Don't Know Yet and was written and directed by UNCW professor Terry Linehan with help from students in the film department. It was shot all over Wilmington and Asheville, telling the story of a heartbroken man who gives rides to hitchhikers as he makes his way across North Carolina in search of the secret to life.
The North Carolina State Senate voted September 4th to override Governor Pat McCrory's veto against testing welfare applicants for drugs and implement the policy anyway. This new policy is similar to those already in existence in at least 8 other states. However, North Carolina's version of this law is different in that it only requires testing for those individuals under reasonable suspicion for drug abuse. Advocates of the testing from the Department of Health and Human Services claim the new process will ensure the welfare program is being used for what it is intended. However, Governor McCrory's stance is that the testing is costly and ineffective. Although the governor stated that he will not take action to enforce the law until sufficient funding is consistently available, representatives from the DHHS say they are confident that his administration will comply with the law upon its effective date in August of 2014.
Obamacare has been open for 22 days now, and CNN has reported the 5 major things that have happened since the launch. First, there have been many technical issues with the website that has prevented people from being able to sign up for a healthcare plan. 14 states opted to run their own sites and not the healthcare.gov federal site. The state ones have been doing much better with overall greater sign-up percentages. With all of the technical issues, it is unclear how many total people have signed up for coverage to date. What is more clear is the cost of the different plan options. MIT economist Jonathan Gruber told CNN that overall, the cost for young and healthy people has gone up, while the cost for the sick and the elderly has gone down. Contrary to popular belief, the shutdown really didn't affect Obamacare. It came and went with minimal interruption from Congress. According to current law, all U.S. citizens will have to be covered by some form of health insurance by March 31st, or they will be fined.
Reported on October 21st, documents leaked by a former contractor of the NSA have revealed an alarming amount of 3 million intercepts per day on the phone calls of French citizens. These intercepts, taking place from December 10, 2012 to January 8, 2013, have alarmed French leaders and resulted in the summoning of a U.S. ambassador to meet with French diplomats to discuss the alleged spying. President Obama and the French President Hollande have also engaged in relations to agree that French and American intelligence services will cooperate on investigating the report. These leaked NSA documents are not the first. Reports on NSA surveillance on both Mexican and Brazilian presidents surfaced in September and similarly resulted in the summoning of U.S. ambassadors. The report on the spying in Mexico even included proof that the NSA hacked the public email account of the former Mexican president, Felipe Calderon. In response to all these recent accusations to the NSA, Obama released a statement addressing the need for reviewing the way America gathers intelligence to properly balance security concerns of citizens and allies with the privacy concerns of the people.
With almost 2 million views on YouTube, nearly everyone has seen the infamous Gangnam Style music video by South Korean rapper Psy. Possibly due to the video's success, the capital of South Korea has seen a rise in tourism. And now, in response to that rise, they have created a tourist police force. The South Korean Tourism Board told CNN that the officers would do more than just patrol as police officers. They will also offer assistance to tourists in English, Japanese, and Chinese, and make sure merchants and taxi drivers are not overcharging. Well, Seahawks, that's all we have time for this episode. Until next time, I'm Anna Phillips.
And I'm Suzuki saying so long, Seahawks.